In the breathtaking highlands of Meghalaya, faith is not merely practiced, it is lived, danced, and woven into the very fabric of existence. For the followers of the indigenous Niamtre faith, the monsoon season brings more than just rain. It brings the renewal of an ancient promise. This is Behdieñkhlam, a festival whose name literally translates to driving away the plague, but whose soul is rooted in an eternal sacred covenant. According to Jaintia oral tradition, the origin of Behdieñkhlam is deeply intertwined with the divine covenant of Ulakria and the arrival of the four sisters, Kabon, Katan, Kawet, and Kador. When the Creator, Utrekirat, entrusted the world to the first humans, the Nyawasa, the land was barren. Interceding on humanity's behalf, God's emissary and custodian, Ulakria, formed a sacred covenant. The Creator would return once every year to dwell among the people for 4 days and 3 nights. Instead of somber sacrifices, the people were commanded to honor him through joy, unity, and dance. This very promise became the foundation of the festival. Simultaneously, the four sisters settled in Jowai amidst rain and thunder, becoming the matrilineal progenitresses of the founding clans, the Prakur Prakmai. Historically, as cholera outbreaks or kaklam plagued the plains, the community transformed this covenant into a ritual defense. They stood together to chase away evil spirits, disease, and pestilence while praying for a bountiful harvest. While Jowai remains the spiritual epicenter, the diaspora of Meghalaya's capital keeps the flame burning with unmatched devotion through the Seiñraij Niamtre Shillong. The official itinerary for 2026 begins in the quiet early hours of July 4th, 6 a.m. All the Kni, the respected uncles from various kur or clans, assemble at the Seiñraij Hall. Here, they carefully adorn the traditional spong or turban.
The legacy chua usdangiga the program Behdieñkhlam yong nisnem arjala panru cheni hewo emmi ke cho tandai wa ngo blai haman ke tlu yong ke Seiñraij khon ke Niamtre ke chongsa haram ka sumo yong si melim e bentuk ski usdangi em da benta baha da bentai ki bun ki benta ki group the niliang yong i hakani ke chat hakani ke ngo ke dem lai haman ke yung yo em ke cho tandai kamu pen mani pen em kami do chicken yo cho tandai haman ke tlu yong ke khon ke Niamtre we kam ju ro yo em ke ngo ke dem di pernah di penjin de de klong do klong school klong dai.
Following the sweeping away of evil, the home turns to sacred invocations using the klonglai. In this beautiful tradition, the female members, referred to as Kakchu Kasyang, hand over the klongblai to the chosen Kni of the Seiñraij for the prayers or Ngukblai. The klongblai is a sacred gourd container filled with locally brewed rice beer. It is utilized by the religious elders during invocations as libations are poured. They offer solemn prayers to the supreme deity Utrekirat and the ancestral spirits, ensuring their protection and seeking blessings.
Ina liang yung kabay Seiñraij Shillong ile ye chimbantai hindi harangkaw si imlim dewa ka ngo kadem cha ki yung kisem yung ikon kan Niamtre ki khot wo ngo idem Hei wo blai teri kor kenrat unang teu ye kerku kerdo ye waro ki kon yang kan Niamtre ku em sini sarang kau si melim kam jola ku em sedang teri yongi te yo kini ke Behdieñkhlam yo ide cek de kia yo biang ki ikan hei pura si kantam yo man ki kon kan Niamtre ke ba tibru ki jumlai.
Once the homes are purified, the festival transitions into Chat Dong, spanning 3 days where the community takes the dance into various designated localities. This localized dancing is accompanied by specific prayers at every single stop, aimed at purifying and blessing the entire township, fostering neighborhood unity and reaffirming the presence of the divine within their everyday living spaces. On the afternoon of July 4th, Kaluti Lai Chat, the procession dance, officially begins at Seiñraij Hall, Kualapati, moving through Watabru and Umsoson before reaching a monumental stop at Sengkhasi Maukhar and finally returning to the Seiñraij Hall. This specific stop holds profound socio-religious significance as the Seiñraij members halt at the Sengkhasi Kmi Hall in Maukhar. Prayers are offered by the elders of the Sengkhasi. This moment, visually and culturally, manifests the unbreakable bond between the followers of Niamkhasi and Niamtre. Despite geographical or structural distinctions, it highlights their shared root identity under the Niautrap ancestral lineage, demonstrating mutual respect, solidarity, and the unified preservation of indigenous faith and traditional values. The vibrant journey continues on July 5th as the procession moves from Seiñraij Hall Kualapati through Paltan Bazaar, Maupram Bishop, Lumshat Snitiang, and Maupram Pulbom before looping back to the Seiñraij Hall. After a brief pause, the final local procession part resumes on July 7th, moving from Seiñraij Hall through Nongsopho, Lamavilla, Sunny Hill, and Lumdingjri before returning to Kualapati and the Seiñraij Hall. The dawn of July 8 brings the arrival of Musiang, or the third day of the Behdieñkhlam festival. At 9 a.m., the truck Ra Rong bearing the sacred rod prepares to depart from Kualapati towards Jowai. But before the rod Rongs begin its journey, a deeply solemn prayer service is conducted at the Kualapati Hall. The elders invoke the blessings of the Almighty, the stone deities, Kisodwar Soluti, and protective spirits to safeguard the transit. This signifies that the rod is not merely an artistic structure, but a sacred vessel carrying the collective prayers, gratitude, and devotion of the Shillong congregation back to their spiritual motherland in Jowai. Finally, July 9, 2026 brings the grand culmination where members gathered for the final immersion ceremonies. The festival reaches its spectacular climax at the sacred muddy pool of Seiñraij in Jowai. Before entering the waters, the various rods of the Seiñraij are carefully assembled. With roaring enthusiasm, both the youths and the elders take part in carrying the massive rods towards Seiñraij. Thousands of devotees and spectators assemble, forming a literal sea of vibrant colors as the rod built by various localities are brought into the pool in a breathtaking procession. As the thunderous rhythm of bomb and hurry echoes off the surrounding hills, the men plunge into the sacred pool to dance, expressing pure, uninhibited joy, completely fulfilling the ancient covenant made with Ulakya. And with the immersion of the rods at Aitnar, The people are left spiritually renewed, united, and deeply blessed for the harvest season and year ahead.